Have you ever thought about volunteering at a pet shelter? Well, now is the time because the Humane Society of Southern Arizona has a brand new program.
Andrea Mitchell is here to tell us about the new program that gets volunteers and adoptable pets out of the shelter. Andrea, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Did he just shake for the
Yes.
treat? Oh, Luke is so awesome.
He is so sweet. So tell us about Luke, where he came from, and more about him.
This wonderful dog is Luke. He is 6 years old and he's looking for his forever home. He's got his little Adopt Me sweater on that a volunteer made for him. He is such a good boy. He knows how to sit. You guys saw him shake. He's on his best behavior. He's friendly with everybody. Unfortunately, Luke was brought to us. It'll be 1 year in January from his previous owners. They couldn't keep him anymore. And the shelter staff, Luke was a great dog. They thought he was going to really thrive in the shelter. They thought that he would be adopted immediately, but sadly that did not happen. And Luke he was shutting down. Dogs are a lot like humans and they have feelings, and Luke's feelings were really, really hurt by coming into the shelter.
Well, is that kind of where this new program developed?
Yes. So what we do for all dogs who are getting, it's sort of just like a kennel depression where they'll get really sad. I mean, his owners dropped him off into this strange place he had never been before. He is very confused and sad. And so what we'll do is, come here. We will try to socialize the dogs and get them out as much as possible. And so we put Luke through our program called Canine College, where he gets to sort of hang out, and that's where he learned all of his tricks. And his wonderful foster named Bailey helped him out with that. And then we will do like a bunch of things for him. So he'll go on like a bunch of hikes and walks. And he is the first candidate for a new program called FAST.
Oh, FAST. That sounds exciting. So tell us what that is.
Yeah, so FAST is finding adopters on the streets of Tucson, and we want volunteers to come to the Humane Society if they're interested in doing that but think the shelter setting is a little too sad for them. You can come pick up an adoptable dog and take it out for the day or a couple days or the weekend, and you can take that dog to whatever you do on in your daily life. You can take them hiking, you can take them to breweries or coffee shops around town, just to get the word out about these dogs. And so what we'll do for our dogs in the program, we print them these little business cards.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's a networking program and they want to meet new people.
I have Luke's business card.
Yes.
Oh, come on with that.
So Luke has his own business cards. And I mean, it's great. Some other shelters do the same type of program, and some statistics show that people who adopt from shelters, 50% of them have always adopted through a shelter. But with the FAST program, programs like FAST, the people that adopt through programs like that, 70% of them had never even considered adopting a shelter pet.
Wow.
So it's really reaching out to people who wouldn't come into the shelter setting. The same as volunteers. They don't like the idea of the dogs being in the kennels. Right. They think it's too sad. So we're just doing whatever we can to find this boy a home. He's lived in the shelter and was a foster for way too long. So it's his time to go, and so he's a great candidate for it.
You know, I'm also going to put this out there. If you're maybe one of those people that don't get out a lot, or you don't know how to meet people, or you know what I mean, you're not really that kind of person. You're kind of looking for a way to get out and meet new people. This is actually going to be really good for the human as well. Going to dog parks, or like you said, going to like the cafe and having a dog, and it's a great icebreaker. You know, it's good for everybody involved.
Yeah, absolutely. And we always try to do that with all of our programs. We want our community, I mean, we thrive because of our community. So we want everyone to come out. We want it to be good for the dogs, good for the people who volunteer with us. And come here. And yeah, so the dog that you get will be fitted with their own little Adopt Me sweater. Oh. And like you said, it's a great icebreaker. There's a huge statistic, like a huge percentage of people who come and ask about the dog because they are wearing the Adopt Me sweater.
Oh, so that is so neat. Well, and I love that this gives people in our community another way to help the dogs at the, you know what I mean? Because we all want to help. We all want to do our part. We can't go in and adopt 20 dogs like I know Tina and I constantly want to do. But this is a way that we can actively help these amazing animals animals find forever homes.
Yes.
I feel so good about that.
So how do we sign up?
So the program, it's going to fill up pretty fast. The first orientation, it's going to be 10 people, and it's on January 10th. So what you're going to do is you're going to call the shelter. It's 327-6088, and then extension 148. You're going to be connected with our foster program and our volunteer manager, and they're going to sign you up for it. And so January 10th, and we want to make sure it's a full class so we can get as many dogs as possible started in the program for the new year.
Yes, and then you'll get little cute business cards.
Yes.
Amazing.
I'm sold.
So cute.
This is awesome. Thank you so much for
Thanks for
bringing
having
and
us.
telling us about FAST. This is a great program. Now, for more information about FAST, you can call 327-6088, extension 148, or log on to hssaz.org. And don't forget also to follow their Instagram account by searching for @Humane Society SOAZ.